Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Keep It Simple day number 21. We have a floor day coming at us today, which means that mostly core and chest, triceps, upper body stuff going on. I have a single set of 25-pound dumbbells, and that's all that you need. Keeping it simple, that's kind of the idea, right? So go ahead and drop down onto your hands and knees for me. Let's take a little bit of time to stretch our forearms, and then we'll get going into our full warm-up. Spread your fingertips as wide as you can, and then bring your shoulders all the way forward over those fingertips. Contract deep into that belly. Bring those shoulders as far forward as you can. Just that little stretch on your forearms. One more. All right, and then sit back a little bit. Let's turn our fingertips around, plant them toward your knees, and then bend one elbow and then the other. Go ahead and start taking some deep breaths of air. Get the lungs ready to work a little bit more. All right, and then the last one, flip your hands over so that the palms face your armpits, and then pull your elbows to point straight to the front of your mat. Perfect. All right, let's get those lizard lunges and rotations. So start with your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Oh, enjoy that stretch through the calves. Love it. Bring your right leg forward, sink the hips down, rotate that right arm up, and then switch, other side. You can push your hips back into as high of a downward facing dog as you'd like, or you can shift a little bit more through plank. Up to you. We're just starting to get our joints open, our back rotating. So hips open, shoulders working, back rotating. All right, let's flip over into our dead bug. Pack it in. Take a second here. Find your flexion. See if you can push the shoulders down the back and get the backs of your shoulders into the ground. Then extend your opposite arm and leg. Check in, scan the body, connect. Really try to get away from just getting each exercise checked off, but feel each repetition, the difference, what small little adjustments can make. Eight, 9. Can you keep your non-moving side non-moving, but yet flexed? 10. All right, hug those knees in, tuck the chin. I like getting this round of the back. You can feel just that pull through the upper back, cervical spine. All right, rock and roll. There's one roll. Take your second one to help push you up or propel you up. And then let's sit low into our squat. Sink those hips down. Find that position that feels good. Instead of doing a full squat today, we're going to do a hamstring stretch to low squat. So you're going to inhale here, low squat position, plant your hands, and then extend the legs straight up. If you need to put a weight or a pillow or a box or something underneath your hands so that you can touch the floor, go ahead. You want to be able to put a little bit of pressure into those hands. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7. The more you actually activate your quads, so the front of your thigh at the top of your stretch, then the more that your hamstrings will release and get a better stretch. 9 and 10. All right, we are going to lunge and reach. Extend that leg back, reach your arm up. Instead of switching this time, just go up and down. Long, long reach. through your arm. Feel your hip flexor open. 4, 5. We get tight in our hip flexors, especially as we sit every day. Or even if you work out a lot, running, cycling, squatting, it all tightens those hip flexors. We got to make sure to give them a nice long stretch. All right, I think that's 10. Other side. Remember, connect with your body here. Pull that back hip forward. 4, 5. We're opening the hip flexor, but we're really flexing in to those thighs as well. Front glute. 9, 10. Whew, okay, now we hit those wide spider lunges. Sink nice and low. Push yourself up and over. Other side. Take some oomph to get yourself up if you're not using your hands. But, you know, give it a shot. Why not? Beautiful. Okay, push-ups, Superman, and then our tricep dips on the wall or on a box. Challenge your push-ups. See if you can get a little deeper. Keep that core solid. 9, 10, and then drop all the way. Release your toes. Pull your belly button up. Get everything set, and then lift. These are also great for reversing kind of the seated forward posture that we have all day. Last, building these back extensions. All right, to the wall. Set in your plank position. Drop in. Get your elbows to connect with the wall. You can always just do tricep dips on your box as well, or a chair or a bench. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to start off with our core set. So bear taps, side plank dips, and V-ups. All right, with your bear, set up your hands and knees, curl your toes under, and then you're going to start with your bear. Okay, from there, we're going to tap opposite knee and hand. The goal is not to rush and to try to shift as little as possible. So I'm going to pare it back just a little bit if you need to do something different. So if the full bear doesn't work, I'm going to have you hit your bird dog. So extend and then tuck your knee and elbow together underneath. Opposite knee and elbow using the core. Or level up, just hold your bear. Okay, you don't have to pick up your hand or your foot. Or level up, just lift one toe and then the other. Okay, so the goal is to find your core flexion and then move or not, depending on what you choose from there. All right, let's get going. Ready, set, and go. 10 per side. These should not be rushed, right? So the slower you go, the more difficult it's going to be. But we don't want it to take all day. Tug, tighten, flex, contract. Focus that core. You're using the stability in the upper back to help support the shoulders. One more per side. And 10. Okay, next up we're going to go to a side plank side plank hip dip. If you do not side plank, I'm going to have you stay hands and knees and pull your same shoulder to hip. So you want to feel your obliques contract. Here we go. Drop and lift. Big, big range. Just like with those bears, we don't want to rush. We want to go for big range. Hold a split second at the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Rotate over. Drop and lift. Five. And 10. Okay, lie on your back, and we're going to hit V-ups. So your option here is to keep your heels on the ground and just do little top range crunches, focusing on that core, tucking in, of course. You can also do a bent knee V-up like this, like you're in and out, or you can join me and try for full V-ups. Push your low back into the ground. Feel that core, hold steady through the whole thing, and then you pull with your low belly to get those toes pulled up. 8, 9, 10. Okay, back to our bear taps or your alternate. 1. Focus that core. Shoulders up over your wrists. Shins in line with the ground. 10. Side plank dips. I'm going to start on my second side this time. 1. Watch that you're not rotating as much as possible. 9, 10. 3, 4, 6. Core, I'm sure as you know, relates so much to low back health. 10. All right, V-ups. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Those get tough. Woo. All right, here we go, bear. Last round. Bear taps. Trying not to twist as I get fatigued. You got to watch your sloppy level. Whee. Side plank. Start with your knees a little bent. Then that'll help get that height. Make sure you're in that straight, strong line. 8, 10. You made it. So make sure you get the most out of it. Sometimes the hardest part is just showing up, keeping the consistency. So if you got here, now find a little more intensity, a little more flexion. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. I don't know if I can get through 10 of these. Lock it in. Already feel that flexion, connection. Oh, 2, 3, 4. 8, 9. I'm gonna make it. 10. Okay. Rotate around. Plant onto your hands. And then pull the chest forward. Flex your glutes. Just a little ab stretch here. Whew. Okay. So from here, you might not stay on track with my timing because we're going to go max reps, okay? You're going to try to hit your maximum repetitions. I'm going to be using 25-pound dumbbells. I might not get as many reps as you can. So, stay within reason. 30 reps is probably plenty depending on your weight selection. So you want to be smart, you want to be wise, but we're going to chest press, an alternating tricep press, and a skull crusher. I'm going to show you each right here, and then you get to decide how many reps. You can set your weight down between, take little stretches. I'm sure I will get there. So I am also going to be holding my glutes up for as long as I can. So your chest press, if you'd like, set those glutes up. Make sure the core's strong. Try to roll your shoulders, though, back and down. I think we forget this a lot with these presses. Okay, elbows come wide, and then you press up. So as many reps possible there. Then, elbows drop down, palms are facing. Your elbows are squeezed in tight towards your rib cage. You're going to press one arm up, bring it down, and then press the other arm. Okay, those are max reps as well. Set your weight down. Then you're going to switch your other weight and hit up skull crushers. Elbows squeeze in tight. Weight comes right to your hairline. And those are max reps as well. Okay? Those are your 3 exercises. We're going to go for time. Maximum repetitions. Okay? We have about 10 minutes we're going to give to it. All right? So remember, take as much time as you need between. Heavier weight that you go, the less or the slower you'll go. Keep track though, it's kind of fun to know if you'd like, or just press until you can't press anymore, safely or with good form. Try to connect with the body. Maybe pick a number, maybe don't. If you do pick that number, then you get there, and then you think, can I do one more? Can I do one more? Strong core, if your hips are up, strong glutes. Release between your ears and shoulders. Make sure the shoulders are not rounding as you press. All right. That's it for me on that one. If you push to your max, you'll probably need a little break between, but you can decide. The triceps are going to be the easiest. I mean, the skull crushers, as far as my weight selection. However, I think those triceps are going to burn fast because your alternating tricep press is definitely going to be adding up. All right, here we go. Keep those wrists strong. Whew. All right. Neck stays relaxed. Belly stays strong. Keep your form. If you're pushing to your max, you're going to need some breaks here and there. Remember, chest press, alternating tricep press, and then skull crushers. Keep that breath. Build the muscle. I think I got one more on these. Oh. All right, keep going wherever you're at. Take little breaks. Feeling good. Should feel fatigued. 5 minutes right there. So we're halfway in. We have 5 minutes to go. Different kind of fatigue, different kind of intensity. It's good. It's all good, right? We don't ever do anything that's not good. It's easy to kind of start lining up with certain styles, which is fine. But your body does stay a little better rounded if you can switch things up here and there. Your pace, your weight, your type, right? There's a lot of ways to get chest, a lot of ways to get triceps and back and core. Don't get lost in the number. Max reps, you can really stay connected to the body and just know when you need to stop. Be smart. Be wise. Listen to your joints. If they hurt though, chances are that you're compensating somewhere, right? You're letting your shoulders round. Your wrists are falling back. Your forearms are too tight. A lot of reasons. Make sure that you hold. When you're on the floor like this, it's pretty easy because the weight sets into the palm anyway. But otherwise, you want to make sure that weight does stay gripped up into the palm and isn't rolling into the fingertips, because that's going to put extra stress on your elbow joints as well. Channel your goals, channel your desires. Those max reps, you should definitely dump your reps that second round, progressive rounds, if you're really going max. It is a mental practice for sure. Are you stopping because you're mentally taxed? Yes, muscles will be tired, but you have to connect and find that position, find that point where it's more than musculature, or mental, I'm sorry, more than mental, but it's really just failure of the muscle. But push for your one more. Double check your neck. Relax in that neck. Whew. 9 minutes. 1 to go. We can get one more set all the way through. Because if you're like me, you're not going to be getting many reps anyway. Definitely chose the right weight selection. Quite a few reps that first round, but then dumping fast. Stay connected to form, connected to the body. Whee! Woo! A full 2 reps. Fantastic. Wow. Right home about that one. Those tricep presses are definitely more difficult. Whew. Alrighty. And this is it. Oh, that's it for me. Whew. Fantastic work. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right. We are going to stretch starting from our side. We're going to get that book opener. Bend your knees, stack them up, hands on top of one another. So if you're on your left side, hopefully you can rest your left ear on the ground. Take your right hand and scrape it, thumb and first finger up and behind you on the ground. Keep reaching. Hopefully you can keep the hand on the ground. If not, you need to be doing this every day because you need that mobility to keep your hand on the ground. All right, stretch all the way wide until both shoulders are on the ground. And then we're going to bring it all the way back. Keep that thumb on the ground. And then one more. Stack your shoulders and then reach up and behind. Oh, I love this stretch. Feels so good. Maybe stop for a sec, about 3 breaths. When you are at your most intense stretch, drive that back of the shoulder into the ground. Good. And then roll it back around. Okay, other side. Rotate it over. Stack your knees. Relax your head. And then bring that thumb up, back, and around. Feel this a lot on my back on this side as well. Oh my goodness. Stay here. A few breaths. See if you can get your shoulders to open up and relax into the floor. All right, bring that arm up and back. Good, good, good. And one more. Slide the thumb on the ground. See if you can keep that thumb on the floor. Rotate around until you have your most intense stretch. Stay there. 3 breaths. And then roll back around. Beautiful. All right, flip over into your child's pose. We are going to get a tricep stretch. Okay, so extend your arms super far forward, just like you're doing your child's pose. Get your forehead on the ground. Stretch through the chest and shoulders first. Hopefully you're able to get your hips all the way on top of your heels, the tops of the foot all the way on the ground. This needs to be able to happen in order to keep flexibility and mobility in your back. Okay, walk your hands together, take a prayer position with those hands, and then fold your hands back. Reaching your fingertips down your back. Wiggle your elbows forward a teeny bit more, and then press your chest toward the ground. 3 deep breaths, deep, deep, deep breaths. Nice job. Release there. Let's come forward back into that little forearm stretch a second. Flex your glutes, open the chest, pull the chin back, create a double chin. All right, hip flexors. One leg forward, keep one leg back. Tuck the hips, point that tailbone down to the ground, and then slide forward. Lift that left arm up, lean over, and then we'll switch. Tuck the tailbone, lift that arm, slide over. Okay, let's get our hamstrings through a forward fold. Both legs right underneath your hips. Plant your hands. If the floor is too far away, bring a weight and plant on that weight. Okay, bend your right knee and then the left. Keep your hips as still as you can. And then just pedal out those knees. Can you grab that belly button any deeper into the spine? Okay, and then straighten both. And let the weight pull you forward. If you need to keep your bend slightly knees, slightly bent, that's okay. As I told you guys, I'm kind of It's getting a lot better, but I'm working on repairing my tendon.